Manhattan. I lived in Los Angeles for 12 years. Yes, I swapped bumper to bumper for shoulder to shoulder. Whereas some say road rage is nerve-wracking, Angelinos say it's a time-honored tradition. And I say it's just flirting on the freeway. What I call freeway flirting. I'm free to flirt my way to you. Although flirting, like driving, is not just confined to the freeways. We are talking nonverbal flirting. Per my dictionary, nonverbal flirting is a platonic yet playful way of demonstrating interest. And depending upon one's sexual orientation, one would do that to a strange man or a strange woman, in the sense that they'd be strangers, not that they'd be strange per se. Back in LA, I was always behind the wheel. Now in the city, I'm always on the foot. And as I walk around in the city, I realize whether you are behind the wheel or on foot, whether you are on the freeway or on the street, whether you are in LA or New York or anywhere in between, you can learn a lot about a person fast just by observing how they drive. You bet. Let me break it down with a few scenarios, with half a dozen scenarios, to be exact. Scenario 1, be arrogant. If a driver is honking at you, it's like saying, get your act together. Was that really the right move? That's the type who questions you every step of the way, makes you doubt yourself at every turn, and never lets you steer your own life without making you feel like you're doing it all wrong. Scenario 2, the bully. If a driver cuts you off on the freeway or almost runs you over as you safely jaywalk across the street, that's the type with boundary issues who disregards your personal space, steps on your toes, and cuts you off, both literally and metaphorically, without a thought. Scenario 3, the creep. If a driver is tailgating you, or if a driver is chasing after you, it's like being followed on social media or stalked on the street. Whereas being followed on social is flattering, on the street is just plain creepy. And on the freeway, oh, that's dangerous, baby. That's the type in need of professional help. They are sick. Unless it's a cop chasing after you, then maybe you are in need of professional help. Scenario 4, the distracted. If a driver rear ends you, no pun intended, it's like saying, hey, can I get your number? If you're still alive, that is. I would love to take you out to dinner or something. I am so into you. No pun intended again. This show is G-rated. Strictly G-rated. That's the type with commitment issues. Sure, paths colliding or cars colliding seems like fate, but if they can't focus on the road when their life is at stake, distracted by a recent demotion or an ongoing divorce, what makes you think they'll focus on you when your relationship is at stake? Scenario 5, the worst case scenario, the enraged. If a driver gives you the finger, no, not this one down from this one, the freeway finger. It's like taking flirting to the next level. That's pretty self-explanatory. There isn't a need to elaborate any further on that. Besides, I want to keep the contents of my show strictly G-rated for the most part. That's the type with some serious anger issues, pent-up rage, a major red flag. Sure, it seems like a passionate show of affection, but if they can flip you off over a lane change, imagine the emotional outbursts when real relationship bumps come up, like forgetting an anniversary. Yes, it's taking flirting to the next level. Couples therapy. Scenario 6. The best case scenario. The find. If a driver lets you change lanes with ease on the freeway, or gives you the space you need to safely jaywalk across the street, well, that's the type everyone's searching for. Rare and hard to find. Phew. So grab them while they're still available. Give them the finger as a playful and not so subtle show of affection. Or quickly rear-end them to get contact info. Ay. Clearly, I have an agenda. I try not to take road rage personally. When I am given the finger or honked at, yes, it happens a lot, whether I'm behind the wheel or on foot. I like to think of it as just not the way to court a lady. Where's the chivalry? Back in LA, I would drive for hours on the 405 and 101 freeways, feeling great about myself, thinking 4 or 5 guys tried to get my one-on-one attention today. And that's the whole point of flirting, right? It's not to be taken seriously. Ooh. Alrighty, folks, I must be off. I have a long walk ahead of me.